A monumental night in the race for the 2024-25 Singapore Premier League title awaits us here at Bishan Stadium as the league-leading Lion City Sailors take on BG Tampines Rovers in a top-of-the-table clash that has the potential to determine the destiny of the championship. This is match week 27, midweek SPL matches on the menu for you, with this being one of two games taking place tonight. The other is between Brunei DPMM and Hougang United at Jalan Besar. Two matches to come tomorrow as well, with Albrecht Negata Singapore up against Balestier Khalsa at Jurong East, while Geylang International host Tanjung Pagar United at Jalan Besar. This one at Bishan tonight, though, is very much our game of the match week as we have a look at the standings and what it means for these sides in action here. 6 points separate the Sailors in first and BG Tampines in second. A win for the home side will see them going 9 points clear with the game in hand. That will put them in a fantastic position for the title. The visitors, on the other hand, can put themselves in a stronger position to challenge with a win of their own, which will see that gap cut to just 3, with 8 matches still to come for them after this one. The players will have their say on the pitch, but for now, let's hear from the coaches, with Alexander Rankovic of the Lion City Sailors up first, followed by Gavin Lee of BG Tampines Rovers.
Hi Ranko, you hold BG Tampines Rovers tonight in a top-of-the-table clash. Thoughts ahead of this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting match. Like you said, it's two teams there on top of the table. Yeah, playing on a good pitch, a good weather. So I hope only that's going to be a lot of crowd.
And you're coming up against opponents who handed you your biggest loss this season, but you have massive momentum going into tonight. How big of an advantage do you foresee that to be?
Yeah, I mean, in these kind of games, that doesn't really count. I mean, we approach this game like every other game, and of course, the last defeat here gave us a lot of motivation. So, yeah, I mean, it's totally different game, totally different time. We're in a different kind of stage, they're in a different kind of stage, so it's going to be, I think, totally different game.
And what will be key if you want the result tonight?
Score more than them.
And come the end of the day, will we be seeing the Sailors up top again?
Yeah, listen, I mean, we are at the top now and we want to stay there, and I think we have a good momentum the last couple of games. So, yeah, my guys are ready, so we're going to go for a win.
Hi Gavin, we saw some words exchanged earlier with Ranko. Just care to spill some of the beans?
No, just catching up as coaches normally do before the game. You know, sharing experiences and obviously talk about their recent experiences in the ACL, and yeah, it's just good catch up.
And big one tonight that may be key in the title race. The fans are looking forward to it. What about the team?
Yeah, most definitely. I think these games often they push us to our limits. They often push us to force us to be 100% really, and that's what we need to do tonight, to go out there, be 100%, play Tampines football for as long as possible against them, and then, you know, let's see how the score turns out.
And the Sailors best in attack and best defensively as well in the league. You know, how do you intend to firstly stop them and also take the game to them, besides giving 100%?
Without giving too much away, again, it's just going out there, keep the ball as well as we can, reduce the transitions, and when they have the ball, denying them the switches and the crosses that they're very dangerous at, and then, you know, hopefully we can sustain that for 95 minutes, and then again let the score take care of itself.
And regardless of what position the team is in, how important will game management be?
Again, this game is just like every other game that we play, right? It's the same 95 minutes, it's the same 3 points at stake, and all we can do is to focus on things we can control, and that's how we're going to play our football, how we're going to perform each of the minute of the entire game, and that's what we're going to do.
Well, just hearing from Gavin Lee there saying that it's the same 3 points at stake. I'm going to get the opinion of the person sitting next to me in the commentary position here. Former coach in the league, Hide Kamis. The stakes are high, the pressure is on.
Yep.
Is it just like any other 3 points though?
I think that's what he wants to believe. I think that's what he wants to put across to his players as well. You know, just play your normal game, no pressure. But at the back of his mind, I'm pretty sure he knows that if he loses 3 points tonight, it is psychologically over in terms of the title race, and that's exactly what it is for Lion City Sailors as well. If you look at how confident Rankovic is, he knows exactly what's at stake. He knows that he has had a good run, good momentum over the last few games, and he's using that as well. And not to think about the defeat against BG Tampines Rovers previously when they played here. So this is going to be a huge matchup between these two sides, and we are looking at really two real quality sides going against one another, and they are in a position where they thoroughly deserve first and second.
Yeah, absolutely right. You mentioned quality, and across football leagues on the world stage, you often hear of top of the table clash. This is a massive one, and sometimes they don't live up to that potential. But this is a fixture which over the last few years has certainly delivered on its promise. You look at the quality that's available, that ability to entertain and excite, and both these sides have that in abundance, and we should be seeing that this evening here at Bishan Stadium. Fahad Mohamad is the referee for this one. It's his 13th SPL game of the season, his 155th game of his career as a referee in the Singapore Premier League. He was also the referee for BG Tampines' 5-0 win here in the first meeting between these sides. He'll be assisted by Ronnie Koh and Elson Fu. Fourth official, Jansen Fu. Those are the video assistant referees. VAR is Muhammad Zulfikar Mustafa. Assistant VAR, Lim Si Seng. And this is the starting 11 for the Lion City Sailors. They have made 4 changes from the last time they were in action. A very comfortable victory against Ballistic Khalsa here at this venue. Shawal Anwar, one of the 4 players to come back into the side. Bart Ramzala, Haris Harun, Hami Shaheen also making an appearance right from the start in this one. Lionel Tan, Anuk Mantan Kumar, Akram Azman will have to settle for a place on the bench. And Leonard T is surprisingly out of the match day squad. Their top scorer in the Singapore Premier League is nowhere to be seen. He celebrated his birthday yesterday. Must have been a heck of a party. Well, not the best present to be left out on the match day squad here. There's Alexander Rankovic looking for 7 Singapore Premier League wins in a row. Sailors haven't done that since the 2022 season, and he'll be determined to lead the Lion City Sailors to just their 2nd Singapore Premier League title at the end of the campaign. This is the starting 11 for BG Tampines. They have made just 2 changes from the last time they were in action against Brunei DPMM. Glenn Quay gets a start in this one. He replaces Taufik Suparno. Amirul Adli also has to make do with a place on the bench as the Australian Dylan James Fox comes into the side in central defence alongside Shuya Yamashita. Options are plenty for Gavin Lee on the bench as well, with Arya Igami, who also recently celebrated his birthday just a couple of days ago. In fact, he just turned 22. He's available for Gavin Lee if required. Faris Ramli also back in the reckoning for BG Tampines. This is Gavin Lee's 141st match in charge of BG Tampines Rovers. Hasn't yet lost to the Lion City Sailors in the Singapore Premier League this season. 4 wins, 5 draws and 7 defeats from his 16 previous matches against this club, and he has only beaten Rankovic once in their 5 fixtures against each other. 34-year-old Gavin Lee will be eager to keep his SPL title charge alive with a strong result tonight. Last 5 results, when it comes to the head-to-heads, BG Tampines not doing too badly at all against the Lion City Sailors, who have just that 1 win, 5-2. Those results all from the Singapore Premier League. Let's remember there was also a Singapore Cup semi-final success for the Lion City Sailors last season over 2 legs against BG Tampines on their way towards the title. So BG can actually feel pretty confident coming into this one in terms of the results in the SPL over the last 5 or 6 matches or so, having lost just once to the Sailors. Hida, you had a look at the lineups, you had a look at the formations. What can we expect from this one?
Well, BG is definitely looking to dominate possession, and then at the same time be in a good position to stop the quick transition if and when they do lose possession. That's key there as well, because you have Maxime Lestier and you have Shaul Anwar, who can really punish you when they go on a break, and that's something that BG Tampines Rovers are definitely looking out for as well. But they have a really good midfield, right? They have a different striker now in Inomoto, a really hard-working one as well, who can press from the front, but maybe lacking a little bit in the attacking quality. It's totally different from Boris Kopitovic. That's something that Siaka Nouri, as well as the two wingers Glenn Quay and also Joel Chu, has to contribute in terms of assists or goals.
It's BG Tampines. Go from right to left on your screens here in this first half at Bishan Stadium. Lion City Sailors in their home kit, white, blue and white, going from left to right. A loose pass there, allowing Pat Ramzala to step in and regain possession for his side. Very dangerous on these counter-attacks. Here's Lestien from distance. First effort from Maxime Lestien.
Well, not an easy one for Shazwan Buhari, especially when the ball is just dropping right in front of him.
Well, this is the third meeting in the SPL this season between the clubs. BG Tampines with a huge 5-0 win in the first encounter here at Bishan in July of last year. Was their biggest win ever over the Sailors since the first meeting between these clubs in March of 2020. BG Tampines with a 4-0 victory on that occasion. Second fixture between these sides this campaign was a much closer contest. That one finishing 2-2 at Jalan Besar. BG Tampines falling behind to an early Shaul Anwar goal and going into the lead thanks to efforts from Faris Ramli and Boris Kopitovic before missing out on back-to-back wins after conceding an 89th minute equalizer to Shaul Anwar again. It's Haris Harun. Seems to be going with the starting 11 here that have produced the goods for the club on the continental stage as well, coming through those two legs against Thailand's Mongtong United with a similar sort of setup.
Yeah, I think they are already set in their formation. They're already set in the way, the style that they have brought them a little bit of success in all competitions here. So it doesn't really matter if Haris comes in or even Lionel Tan plays. I think both of them knows exactly what needs to be done. Of course, different qualities here and there, but in terms of the system, I think everybody knows the system really well as well for Lion City Sailors.
Well, that 5-0 win earlier this season was a pretty interesting one in the sense that the Sailors didn't actually play that badly, taken apart by lapses in concentration. In added time at the end of the first half, conceded 2 goals then, and then let in another 2 quick goals upon the start of the second. Done and dusted by then as BG Tampines added another one just a little bit later on. BG Tampines just one of 2 sides to have beaten Lion City Sailors in the Singapore Premier League this season. The other being Albirex. Here's Kunori. Joel Chu. Kamura. There's Quay. Into Kunori. Quickly closed down by Wright and Haris.
Look how fast BG Tampines Rovers are pressing the moment they lose the ball as well. That's exactly what Gavin wants them to do, not to go or not to allow Lion City Sailors to go into transitions quickly. Definite foul from Song Yong.
BG Tampines, as I mentioned in recent times, they almost seem to have figured the Lion City Sailors out in terms of their league form anyway. 3 wins against them in the last 6 SPL matches. Just the 1 victory for the Sailors. They've got a style that causes issues for the Sailors, and we've seen lots of evidence of that. There's Nakamura, tries to pin it in behind, and Datkovic was there on the cover.
I think they are absolutely calm on the ball, BG Tampines. And that's something that, when you play against Lancity Sailors, you have to be. Right? Because the moment you lose the ball, they're going to start punishing you with their direct counter-attack. And at the same time, physically, they can match. They are always in good positions to stop those counter-attacks as well.
Direct play of the Lancity Sailors has also caused several issues, not just the teams in the Singapore Premier League, but in the continental campaign as well. That soak and strike from the Sailors seems to be really effective for them.
I think generally fans as well maybe have come to terms that this is Lancity Sailors, this is how they're going to play. Maybe some of them were expecting a different LCS.
Costa keeps that in play, gets the ball in, pushed out to Song Eui-yong. Needed a block there. Play will continue. It's back into the area as Joel Chu with the first header. Yoga Nakamura eventually. Well, I thought he was going to get back up, but he's going to need some treatment, it looks like here.
Blow to the head. Let's look at the replay. Ramsala just cheaply playing it on the run for Hugo Costa. The trailing left arm of Song eventually hit Kyoga Nakamura.
That's Gavin Lee. What a career that the young coach is having at the helm of BG Tampines. The only thing you probably say is, could he have had a trophy or two more, at least in terms of the Singapore Cup? He's gotten into the latter stages of that competition a couple of times already. I think they'll think back to that final that they lost to Hougang. It's a pretty painful one. Christian Krajcek final it turned out to be.
I think for him as a 30-something-year-old, he was absolutely in a good position to be given that trust, and also he has backed it up with his ability. I think that's hugely important as well.
Deserves a lot of credit for the way he's been able to push Lancity Sailors and Albrecht Negata previously.
Yep.
And they've always played an attractive style of football, BG Tampines.
Ever since he was assistant, BG Tampines, or at that time Tampines Rovers, has always been an attacking side, plays good football. But once he took over, he didn't really want to change that. Absolute believer of playing football on the ground, pressing up high, and then at the same time making changes and tweaks to different opponents according to the match situations.
It was part of the coaching staff the last time BG Tampines won the Singapore Cup. And apparently he was actually the one in charge, although not officially registered.
Right?
That's right, 2019, not officially registered as the head coach. Here come the Sailors. There's Ramsala. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Lancity Sailors in the off-season as well. Some question marks about Rankovic and his future at the club, as with some of these other players as well. And it's all starting to look settled for them, and tend to see a few changes. Here's Lestien with the cutback. Oh, Shawal with the opportunity, I wonder, to give the referee a decision to make there.
Well, he definitely had contact, or received contact from Zlatkovic. He toe poked the ball, and that was definitely a kick by Zlatkovic on him. He opted not to go down.
Lestien. Zlatkovic strong into that challenge. Hami Shaheen giving it a good go as well.
Yeah, not backing out. Hamid Shaheen, I think he ran like maybe 5-6 meters ahead just to get into that challenge.
It's not the type of player, Hami, to back out of a challenge, is he?
Yeah. Well, he's not that physically big and strong, but you know that he's not going to be the one backing out of those type of challenges as well.
I remember a game between Singapore and Saudi Arabia a few years ago in a qualifying matchup, and Hami Shaheen was on the pitch. He was giving Salim Al Dosri a few kicks and basically showing that he wasn't there to mess about, Hami Shaheen.
Well, ever since when he was young, I've had the pleasure of looking at him since he was in sports school as well. So he's never been somebody who's been big. Right? It's just how it is in terms of his physical size. But at that age, he was really strong on the ball. And I think when he grows older, he realized that, hey, I need to be stronger off the ball as well.
He's also shown his tactical flexibility.
Yep.
Playing central midfield, the right wing back.
It works well for him, I think, right? Because in possession, he's in central areas, and that allows Song Hye-yong to be moving further up the field. But it's the transition part where it's difficult for him because he needs to recover and get back to that position quick enough. And sometimes, and teams, if they do realize that and try to capitalize on it, it's going to be a bit more trouble for him.
As Lestien, he was just caught in two minds there. Inamoto. Hacked down by Song Hye-yong. Claims he got the ball.
Well, Song has always been in a physical situation in the last 10 minutes. I think 3 challenges by him. And another player who wouldn't back out of challenges.
That's Lakovic over the top. For Glenn Quay. It's Nakamura. Off the back of Seiya Kunori. Flag has gone up for offside.
I think it's the right call.
Peter, just want to get your thoughts on Joel Chu and Glenn Quay. They're not playing with the inverted wingers, it appears, in the early stages of this one anyway.
Well, I think first and foremost, I think Maxime Lestien is playing on that side of Glenn Quay, so definitely he won't be defending against Glenn Quay. And he's also playing against a much slower and older Haris Harun over there. And I think Joel Chu, we know he's not going to be getting on the touchline and taking on players. He's going to be tucking in, creating the overload in the center, and also trying to make that combination plays with Seiya Kunori and also Inamoto. So I think they're just going to be further away from their direct opponents on the sides there.
That's Joel Chu for you. Pretty nice and composed in possession. And he's quite happy to invite the pressure and invite the challenge.
I think for him, it's quite a disappointment as well. I think physically he can't match up to the international game, although in terms of technical ability he's pretty decent. But I think no matter what people say, all those Iniestas, Messi and Xavis, they are of a different level. So you can't really compare that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone here would say that they're at the same level, but there might be certain similarities that, when you're growing up as a younger player, for example, you look at these top stars and you think about what you can take elements from that game. Doesn't mean you're going to be at the same quality, but you do what you can at the level that you're at.
There's always this debate of, why you choose players that is maybe less talented but bigger and stronger physically against players who are more talented on the ball but physically will have a tough time in international stage. So for me, you need to have a balance over there, and I think Joel Chu is a player that has talent on the ball, but physically maybe just not up to the level of international stage.
As Fox to Nakamura, very close in terms of the possession. Lovely turn from Kunori, draws the free kick.
Pretty tight game so far. First 15 minutes, not many chances created for both sides. Oh, 360 turn.
Quite a bit of rain here at Bishan as well, which does make it nice and slick on the playing surface. Be something to keep an eye on in terms of potential mistakes creeping in for some of these players. But also should help make the game a bit quicker. As right goes to his left. Datkovic. Goes to Harris. Lestien. Trying to get away from Milos Zlatkovic. Furious with that decision. BG Tampines.
I think even Maxim Lestien was walking away, thinking that it's throw for BG Tampines.
We spoke about Hamish Shaheen being a utility player for the Lion City Sailors earlier. Milos Zlatkovic has been exactly that for BG Tampines as well. Play in central defense, play at left back in central midfield. It's been a great signing for them and really gives Gavin that flexibility.
And I think a defender who has got 6 goals is pretty much a huge contributor.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's because he's got that ability to contribute from set-piece situations, stepping forward. Yep. He's got a great left foot as well.
And the free kick against young Lions, I think, that was an absolute beauty.
Former Serbian youth international. Milos Zlatkovic. That's Harris. Lifted forward to Shaolanwa. Lovely from Shaolanwa. Past Fox. They'll be grateful for their cover. Dylan Fox taken out of the game by Shaolanwa.
Amazing piece of skill from the number 7. Just thinking it over the onrushing Dylan James Fox. Totally out of it. There's no one else in the penalty box there for Shaolanwa to choose.
Harris forced into a touch backwards by Glenn Quay. Patiently looking to try and draw that press from the away side here, the Sailors. Just a longer pass forward. Song with the run in the inside channel.
A good pass from Haris Harun. I think Song was pretty much preoccupied with the presence of Dylan James Fox rather than controlling the ball.
That's right. Interesting one in terms of the overall squad selection for this matchup, with Leonard T left out of the matchday squad. club's top scorer in the Singapore Premier League with his 22 goals. He scored 4 against Balestier. There's Costa. So the cut back into Ramzala. Last touch comes off Joel Chu. Which will mean a corner for the Lion City Sailors. Well, Leonard T hasn't necessarily been starting matches, but you think that he'd be a good option to have from the bench.
Yeah, especially when things are not going your way, or things has been quite stale as how it is right now, not creating enough, not much chances, and also opportunities carved out by Lion City Sailors. You would want somebody of Leonard T's quality to be available for Lion City Sailors as an option from the bench.
Well, what we've heard from Tessa Mendasar, a pitchside reporter at Bishan, is that Leonard T's exclusion is purely tactical. That's the official line.
I think he has been given a birthday off. It's for him to rest and recover.
That's Hide's opinion on that. As we see Song Yong, his delivery going all the way out for a goal kick.
But they do have Abdul Razak to come in if there is a need.
Well, what's great to see as well is Zulkarnain Suzliman is also back in the matchday squad after a very long knee injury. He's been really unfortunate with those in his career. Song too strong for Inamoto. Shah. Brunei DPMM have taken the lead against Hougang at Jalan Besar Davis Ikoniaks with a goal in the 21st minute. Inamoto again just struggling to hang on to it under pressure.
Totally different striker, Inamoto and Boris. You don't really want to compare, but that kind of situation, I think Boris would definitely be holding on to the ball, getting others into play.
Yeah, he tends to be very successful in those situations, doesn't he, Boris Kapitovic? Very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Strong presence up front for BG Tampines. That's Costa. Going to come back out to Hami. The effort. Yamashita with the block. Rebound picked up by Lestien.
I think what's disappointing there is him being allowed to take that shot. Like, there were two BG Tampines players there surrounding him, but the shot still came through. Zlatkovic just maybe not putting enough pressure for him to stand in front of Maxim Lestien to block that shot. And you know how dangerous he can be for LCS.
That's good pressing from the Sailors. Just been given away. And this time around, Inamoto is able to win the free kick.
One time too many for So Young. His 4th or 5th challenge now.
Just very quickly on Boris Kapitovic, not doing too badly at all in Liga 1 with Bali United. 6 appearances, 4 goals.
Well, he surely would love it there. The physicality suits him more direct. He'll be involved much more as well.
Not too bad a place to be playing your football as well, Bali.
Yeah, definitely. On your off days.
Got a lovely training facility as well, don't they?
Overlooking a cliff.
Right on the coast. Here's Glenn Quay. Back at Bishan.
From Bali to Bishan. I think Glenn, in the last game that he came in, he sent in, I think, about 3 hugely beautiful crosses. One of it was for Inamoto, and it hit the post from the number 9. We haven't seen that kind of quality yet from Glenn Quay. We actually haven't seen a lot of attacking combinations from BG Tampines Rovers this evening.
Not just yet, anyway. 25 minutes in. With the loose touch, straight into Shah. Fired into Kunori.
Oh, wow.
Still managed to wrap his boot around that. The play was going away from him.
How did he even do that? The control wasn't good enough. I think the pass from Shah Shaidan was overhead. Well, he still managed to wrap his boot around. Wasn't that far off. I think this would be BG's first real shot or real attempt at goal.
That's Yamashita. Couldn't quite win that header. Shawal did well to put him under pressure. Come the Sailors again. Ramzala. Don't think he meant that as an effort at goal. Well, you mentioned, Hide, that has been a bit of a lack of quality at the moment.
Yep.
In an attacking sense from BG Tampines. Rankovic is not too happy with his side as well.
Yeah. I don't think both managers would be happy as well. Both of them are pretty much neutralizing one another in midfield, losing the ball right there and then winning the ball back. Both sides are not really advancing into the attacking third.
There's Nakamura. Shah. Nice idea. Good ball over the top for Inamoto. $14 goals this season for Itsuki Inamoto. Signing for BG Tampines, coming in place of Boris Kapitovic. Most of his goals this season coming with the Young Lions. We're seeing Amir Shafiz stepping up in attack for the Young Lions in recent weeks with his goal contribution.
The eye midfield, they're trying to that combination play to draw the players out. But I think Lansing Sailors players are just staying there, not being drawn out. So you can't have that space to be played through. So that's quite difficult for BG as well.
As Glenn Quay try and make his way into the box.
Good ball here, just at the side of Ami Shahin. Difficult for him to defend, but good work from Datkovic just to be there and slam the ball away.
We've never had a match between these two clubs and 0-0. Have had a 1-0. It's back in March of 2022. Sailors coming away with the win on that occasion. To defend this corner. Played in low. Slatkovic tried to turn away. The Shah slices his effort well wide.
Well, he was protesting as well to the referee. Maybe there wasn't, I don't think there was anything there from the Lansing Sailors players. No deflection, just slice it to the sides.
There's a lot of good work going on off the ball from both these sides. You see it with the pressing.
Yeah, both of them are really trying to press up high, not allowing the other team to just go forward, getting more entries into the attacking third.
That's Lestien looking for a bit of a breakthrough. Manages to get a ball into the box. He stooped to head that away, Fox. Right. To Lestien, as Harris. It's Lestien chasing back to clean up. It's Konori. Time to just turn in possession here. Nothing going on in front of him. Have to be patient again, but once more the Sailors, just like BG Tampines are doing when they don't have the ball, quite happy to just drop a little bit deeper.
But they love that. They love defending the way they are defending. They have been doing that all season, and they are really good at it as well, covering the spaces. And they have a really strong back line. Haris Harun, Bailey Wright, and also Dankovic, physically strong as well. So if anyone goes in a duel or a challenge, most of the time they're going to win the ball.
Sailors with the league's best defense, 26 goals conceded from the 22 matches coming into this one. League's best attack as well, 78 scored. The shower touched wide. Well, perhaps the nervousness and the tension of the occasion. There's a lot of pressure on the result of this one.
It could be. It could be. I think it's really odd to see BG playing the way they have been playing in the first 30 minutes. Everything seems a little cautious, lacking in movement. There's no fluidity as well. And I think they are frustrated within themselves. You can see Sia Konori reacting to the loss of possession previously.
Well, we heard from Gavin Lee in the pre-match interview. He was talking about wanting to make sure his side played the Tampines way, the Tampines way, right? His words. And we haven't quite seen that from them so far.
Well, we are seeing it from the back line to the midfield, but we haven't seen it from the midfield to the attack.
Oh, it's a good ball over the top. Looked to be a good ball. It's a bit too much on that in the end. Proactive goalkeeping from Izwan.
I think one thing Lions Sea Sailors are doing really well is compressing that space to prevent that build-up into attacking third.
That's Ramzala. Again, they're not quite finding their range. Even with Lestien and Ramzala, it's even affecting these big quality players.
That's exactly what you want from these two players, especially in these big games, to turn up, to really be the big contributor in the game. But we haven't seen them doing anything much so far. I think for Lions Sea Sailors, they want the ball to be played like this, because of these individual challenges where they know they're going to win it. We have seen maybe a few balls over the defensive line of Lions Sea Sailors that maybe troubled them a little, but anything that's in front of the defense, there wasn't any, or rather enough creativity or combination play to really hurt them.
That's right. Hami, there he is, popping up in central midfield and behind that BG Tampines midfield line. Goes back out to Harris again. find another way through. Milan City Sailors on a 10-match unbeaten run in the Singapore Premier League. 8 wins, 2 draws in that time. BG Tampines, 5 wins from the last 6 SPL matches. Only defeat in that run was 4-2 to Hougang United on the 25th of last month, as Costa tried to break through.
Be a foul as well on Irfan Najib while he was running forward.
Nakamura. Give it away. And Nakamura is struggling in possession.
It's really odd.
Yeah,
really
it is.
Odd.
Zlakovic for Glenn Quay. Gets away from Hami Shaheen. This could be the moment. Oh, brilliant defending from Costa. Had to get to that. Diogo Costa sensing the danger well.
Best chance so far for BG Tampines Rovers here.
Nakamura, lovely ball in! What a save! Inamoto with that chance. Here comes Shawal. Strong challenge there from Irfan. Here's another look at this, Hide.
Look at that ball from Nakamura. Know exactly what needs to be played for his Japanese teammate there, but he could have headed it a little further out on Izwan's right or left. Again, he had 2 chances. This was the second one. And we had 2 chances in maybe a minute for BG Tampines Rovers.
Both incredible opportunities. So this is concerning for the Lion City Sailors. Tony Datkovic has been such an important player for them. Here's a look at the earlier opportunity before we get back to Datkovic. Glenn Quay, just too strong, too quick for Hami.
Ball over the top again for Glenn Quay. Was it Inamoto? Oh, it was Joel Chu. It was Joel Chu. He was alone in the 6-yard box. Couldn't direct it towards the goal. That was the closest for BG Tampines Rovers to take the lead.
Well, both those efforts were on target. One was really good defensive covering. The other one was a nice save from Izwan. But both efforts straight down the middle.
Yeah, quite simple for Izwan. Pretty much a reaction save for him. Someone of his quality. Rankovic is not happy.
Looks like there's going to be a change here. Coming up for the Lion City Sailors, Tony Datkovic is not going to be fit enough to continue. That's a big blow.
Yeah, definitely big blow for number 4 and also LCS.
Costa unable to keep that in play.
Pretty quiet game for Diogo Costa. Usually is always much more involved on the left-hand side.
Yeah, he's looked really good since he's joined Lion City Sailors on loan from Famalicão. Portuguese top flight. Haven't really had the opportunity to get him involved as much just yet. Now, this is not good for Darkovic and for the Lion City Sailors, because he's been such an important player for the club. And they've also got an AFC Champions League 2 quarter-final to look forward to, traveling away to Sanfrecce Hiroshima. An excellent Sanfrecce Hiroshima side. So they'll be hoping that this is something that Darkovic can just shake off ahead of that matchup.
Well, it does look really uncomfortable. Wincing in slight pain. Not walking normally as well.
Tidy turn there from Inamoto. Should get back underway. Lionel Tan making an appearance here. Place off Tony Darkovic. That's quite. That cross from Zlatkovic just pretty much sums it all up.
Well, the move was quite fluid from start up until Zlatkovic made that cross.
Strange, isn't it? Yeah. What we're seeing here from these players. Kunori, one of the outstanding players in the Singapore Premier League.
Yeah,
and it's not happening for him as well.
I've seen him making a few wayward touches. Really strange, really strange from BG Tampines here. It's affecting the whole squad as well.
It looks like it's affecting Lion City Sailors as well, both sides.
Pressure should be more on BG rather than these Sailors. Whatever happens today, they're still going to be top of the table.
As that ball over the top, there's enough on that header from Yamashita to get it to Shazwan. Shawal and Lestien are going to chase that down.
I don't think Shazwan had a decent save to make first half, which also shows the lacking in quality in Lion City Sailors' attack.
Fox, Zlatkovic, back to the Australian. Number of loose passes here. That one was pounced on by Kunori. This is some good football now from the away side. Back to Kunori. Shah.
The only option for BG is playing over the top, because there's no space at all in front of Lion City Sailors' defense.
Doing well to squeeze those spaces, aren't they, between midfield and defense. There's that ball over the top, looking for Inamoto. Holds up nicely on that turf. Lush playing surface here at the Bishan. That's Glenn Quay away from Hami Shaheen. He's had the better of that battle, Glenn Quay.
Yeah. I think pretty much you're playing an attacking winger against a central midfielder out of position. But he hasn't really given that final ball, that quality final ball needed. He played that one. He played the previous one to Joel Chu, which was absolutely nice and good. He has had, I think, about 3 or 4 crosses as well before this.
Touch of Shawal at the near post. Another corner here for BG Tampines. So minimum of 2 minutes added on here of this first half. Quay with the corner. Mashita with the header. Doesn't cause any issue at all for the Lion City Sailors. Look to break quickly. Ramzala. Shah for company. Shawal in the box. Lestien's there as well. Falls to Lestien! Oh, it's the turn of BG Tampines to pull off a goal line save. Fox in the way.
Well, usually call somebody Fox in a box, but he was in an absolutely good position there to block that shot from Maxime Lestien. Ramzala just creating that space for himself, toe poking it in. Lucky for Maxime, it fell straight to him, controlled it, took that shot. I think Shazwar was beaten, but Eden Fox was in a perfect position as well to block that goal-bound shot.
Lestien.
Oh, where was the
free header there for Dunn. Wow.
I think it got him by surprise as well. Like, hey, nobody's marking me. Of course, he should have done better with that. Maxime Lestien just dropping a really good ball. His timing was off. A smile after that. I'm sure he realized that would be a really game changer going into half time with the lead.
That's Shawal. High boot, says the referee.
Farhad looks absolutely exhausted.
I think he's seen enough and he blows for half-time here at Bishan Stadium. It's been a pretty interesting first half. Not much in the way of quality, which is a surprise. Picked this one up, but it hasn't quite delivered just yet. Pretty quiet first half from both these sides, limited in terms of their chances. BG Tampines with a couple of really good opportunities, and then there was one there at the end from Lestien, cleared off the line. At half-time here, it's Lion City Sailors 0, BG Tampines Rovers 0. Welcome back to Bishan Stadium. It's a half-time here between Lion City Sailors and PG Tampines Rovers. No goals just yet, but we do have some highlights for you. Let's get into it. Beginning with this opportunity in the second minute of the match. A chance for the Lion City Sailors. It will eventually come to Maxime Lestien here. We'll see his shot saved. He's taking a bounce. Could have been tricky for Shazwan. Lestien deciding to just have a go, and it looked promising from that point. As we go to another opportunity here from the Lion City Sailors, Maxime Lestien again with the effort, just over the bar here from the Belgian.
Just a nice chip from Maxime Lestien. It's more disappointing, I feel, is the fact that he's been allowed to take that shot. BG Tampines players surrounding him, but not close enough to stop it.
A couple of opportunities there for Maxime Lestien. And in the 26th minute, Kunori did well to actually get a shot away, because it was fired into him with far too much pace, causing that heavy first touch.
How did he do that exactly? I'm not really sure as well. First touch was far away from him. Managed to be at the frame of goal, just a little high.
And then almost immediately after that, Bart Ramsala with an opportunity here. Again, don't think he was looking at a shot in that position.
Yeah, definitely looking for that cross. I thought it actually might have hit Yamashita and went out for a corner kick.
And in the 36th minute, an opportunity here for PG Tampines to open the scoring, and great opportunity as well after some good work from Glenn Quay. Set it up for Joel Chu. Was well defended there by Costa.
Yeah, big chance for BG here, ball over the top. We've seen quite a few happening here for BG Tampines Rovers. Good 1v1 situation here being won by Glenn Quay. Played into the 6-yard box. Joel Chu can't direct it into goal.
And just a minute after that, another great opportunity for BG Tampines. Inomoto should have done a lot better with that header straight down the middle. Is1 with the save.
Look at that quality of a ball from Nakamura here. That bounce just allowed Inomoto to really understand where the ball is going to go. Is1 knew exactly what to do as well.
So two excellent chances there for PG Tampines to open the scoring. This one, a nice opening for the Lion City Sailors. Maxime Lestien seeing his effort headed away by Fox.
Brilliant defending here from Dylan James Fox, making himself big, and then used his head to just divert it away for a goal kick.
I'll have a look at these numbers here. He did 50-50 in terms of the possession, and not too much of a difference as well in terms of the attempts.
Yeah, I think in terms of scoreline, attempts at goal, on target, possession, everything is pretty similar as well. I think the game has been neutralized in midfield, and I think that's something that we need to change in the second half. Get more quality up front, a bit more pace as well, and let's hope that it becomes more fluid.
Yeah, let's go over to Jalan Besar, where there was a goal in the first half. This matchup, Brunei DPMM up against Hougang United, and Davis Ikoniaks with a big deflection, opening the scoring for DPMM in the 21st minute.
Wow, unlucky for Hougang United.
And then Zulfami Arifin here, picking up a red card for that arm into the face of Gama. Straight red it was for Zulfami Arifin. Oh, second yellow. Was it second yellow, rather? Second yellow there for Zulfami. Oh, yellow card for Zulfami initially, and then there was a VAR call. Arm into the face there, he did. No complaints?
Yeah, definitely. I think the referee had many looks at it, made the decision after the VAR call.
So, this is match week 27 for you so far. 1-0 over at the Jalan Besar. No goals here at the Bishan just yet. Albrechts against Balestier at Jurong East tomorrow. Geylang International against Tanjung Pagar United at Jalan Besar tomorrow as well. Go away for another break, and when we come back, we will have the second half from this one here between the Lion City Sailors and PG Tampines Rovers. Welcome back to Bishan Stadium. Lion City Sailors 0, BG Tampines Rovers 0. A couple of opportunities for both these sides in that first half. Some last-ditch defending, denying both these teams actually from getting their goals in the opening 45, but it's not been as high quality as I think we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Hide Kame still with me in the commentary position. Hide, a little bit strange how that first half has gone.
Strange in the sense that we were expecting so much more from both sides, but we haven't seen a lot from both of them actually, especially BG Tampines Rovers. They are usually really fluid, really good in possession of the ball, a team which creates a lot of chances. We haven't seen that a lot in the first half. Credit to Lions Sea Sailors as well. Their defensive line has been really solid. They compressed that space in front of them really well, which only allowed BG to just go above them. And that's where the few chances came in for BG as well. But I was expecting a lot more from these two teams. But in terms of results at this point, I don't think Lions Sea Sailors would mind as well. Like, they are still top of the table. They have not conceded, and they have not conceded a big chunk of chances as well. That I hope would change in the second half for the game, for the fans, and also maybe for the league.
Well, from an entertainment perspective, obviously we're hoping for a few goals or chances in this second half. But if you think about it from a title-winning point of view, then for the Lion City Sailors, it's going pretty well. They won't mind a draw in this contest at all. It keeps them 6 points clear of BG Tampines, and also they will still have that game in hand. We're back on the way here at Bishan. Lion City Sailors going from right to left on your screens in the white, blue and white, up against BG Tampines in the yellow and black. And from left to right for this second half. There's Maxime Lestienne. 3 efforts for the Sailors in the first half, Lestienne. Here he is again. Going to try and get past Zlatkovic, who defends him well. Perez. Ramzola. Harris. Come over to the left-hand side of this back three for the Lion City Sailors, with Lionel Tan coming on for the injured Tony Darkovic towards the end of that first half. It's Lestienne. Hame. So back from Perez. To go for Song Eui-yong. Actually pretty interesting that the 24th of July 2022 was the last time the Lion City Sailors won a home league match against BG Tampines. 2-1 win for the Sailors on that occasion.
It's quite long for Lion City Sailors standards.
The Sailors coming into this one looking to make it 5 wins in a row at home. They've been excellent here at Bishan. It's lost just once at home this season in the Singapore Premier League. And they haven't lost any of their last 7 home matches, 6 wins and a draw.
That was an unnecessary foul by Lionel Tan.
It's a nudge into the back of Inamoto. Nakamura quickly forward to Glenn Quay. Keeps it in play. Kunori. Nakamura for that give and go. He's not quite at it as well,
Yeah.
Kyogo Nakamura.
It's not as sharp as he usually is.
I just mentioned Lion City Sailors' strong home form. BG Tampines have been excellent as the away side. They've lost just 1 away game in the Singapore Premier League this season, and that was in September of last year. 3-2 defeat to DPMM in Brunei.
Well, BG can still count on so many players coming in from the bench in terms of changing the attack. I think Faris Ramli would not be as sharp and also in need of match fitness. but you still have Yasin Hanapi, Arya Igami, and also Taufik Suparno.
Ramzala. Back to Costa. Bit perplexed by the fact that we haven't seen a goal just yet between these sides, because there have been 74 goals in total from the 16 matches played between these clubs prior to this contest. That's an average of more than 4.6 goals per match.
Both of them are keeping things pretty tight. Look at how Tampines is defending, BG Tampines is defending. They are compressing that space as well, really, really well.
That's Lionel Tan. There's very little space to work with. But this is the sort of thing we sometimes ask for, Hide. You know, we see lots of goals in the league.
Yeah, that's true.
We're sometimes looking for some really good quality defending, and that's kind of what we're seeing.
Or maybe we're just so used to seeing goals, so we cannot think that, hey, what's happening here, especially from the top two sides in the league.
But the tactical discipline, defensively, both sides have been very good in terms of keeping
really
their shape.
Yeah, keeping shape, the space in between lines, compressing space as the ball goes back to the defensive players. The movement to go further up and pump with the ball is also good as well. Not much complaint in terms of defending.
Nakamura.
We don't see a lot of BG Tampines plays going direct. And we are seeing it a lot today.
Both these sides, quite obvious, a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah.
That's done. It's a late challenge on Fox. It's okay. Referee allows play to continue. Hasn't really had too much to do, the referee. Which is a pretty good thing. Always great when you don't get the opportunities to talk about them too much. Costa. Late challenge on Costa from Shah. Still down. The referee decides to just stop the play.
Well, it's not a head injury. Like they could have just continued with it. Yeah, it was a foul. Definitely, we can come back to that and maybe get a talking to Shah Shahiran when the ball is out of play.
So just an update from Tessa Amanda Saad, pitchside reporter for us at Bishan. Tony Datkovic, I mentioned his injury earlier in that first half. Or late on in that first half, rather, of the 40th minute mark. Has his right thigh strapped. A lot of ice around it. And apparently was already heavily strapped during the warm-ups. Having to play with a bit of an issue, Tony Datkovic. And they'll just be hoping, the Sailors, that it's not something that's too serious. BG Tampines, I think, are going to be looking to make a change of their own here soon. Joel Chu could be the player coming off. Lestien. So all the way across, and it's behind Costa. Inamoto. Zlatkovic. That's Glenn Quay. And a little bit of space to work with, but it's slowed down now again. Nakamura.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of options in the center as well. See, Konori and only Inamoto in there. Well, it does feel like BG doesn't really want to lose this game, rather than have a go and try winning it.
Well, you're right to mention that. I mean, they have to go and try and find the win here to give themselves a better shot at the SPL title, because a draw is a good result for the Sailors in the context of the title race.
Well, you look at Lions City Sailors games, all the matches that they have played so far, I don't really think they have gotten into fifth gear at all. So to count upon other teams to get those points away from Lions City Sailors would be not a smart thing to do.
It's Costa. Cross cleared by Yamashita. Going back to that point that you made about relying on other teams, there have only been 3 teams this season that have taken points off the Lion City Sailors. BG Tampines are one of them, the other Geylang International, and then Albirex.
Yeah. So you can't really depend on others now. You have to take these 3 points away from them and put it on your side.
That's been one of the differences as well between these sides in the push for the title. Sailors really limiting the opposition that they drop points against this season. Whereas for BG Tampines, they've dropped points against the Young Lions, against Hougang, against Balestier, twice against Geylang, and lost 3 matches this season to Hougang, Albirex and DPMM. There's that change with Taufik Suparno coming on for Jolchu.
I think it's a little expected. Jolchu not producing much. That's the part where you are expecting the number 12 to produce a little bit more creativity from where he's playing. Now we have a bit more directness, a bit more speed on the right-hand side.
Change of approach for BG Tampines in attack. That's headed on by Wright. Headed away by Irfan, and then Taufik. Back out to Perez, takes a deflection. Had Shazwan bothered for a moment.
Long throw from Lionel Tan. Got to the head of Bailey Wright. Shazwan was in 2 minds. To scramble across as well for that shot by Rui Perez.
Signal for the set piece.
Every single one of them is inside the 6-yard box.
On the far post. All gathered there. It's gone deep. Shazwan with the punch. Got a fist to that, but it's come back out to Ramzala. His effort was blocked by Zlatkovic.
Didn't get the first one. Shazwan got a hand to it, punched it away, but in the end, strong figure of Haris Harun just allowed Ramzala to be in possession. Another corner here for Sailors.
And Song also goes deep. Fox stronger than Tan there with the header. Lestien picks it up for the Sailors. Inamoto. Gets it back out to Lestien again. Lifted in. Painful one, that.
I think this time Fox getting sandwiched by two Sailors players. Well, went out back again from that defensive clearance by Inomoto. Definitely a foul there from Song and Bailey, right?
It's okay to continue.
But it does feel like it's more of the same. Last 15 minutes as well, and I don't think that there's any much difference in terms of quality of play from both sides in the second half.
Collision there in midfield. Nakamura just going down, looking at the referee. Says, get up and go again.
Well, this is not BG. This is not BG. I think they are playing into the hands of the Sailors. Sailors pushing them and forcing them to play the ball over the defense, and that's not what BG is all about.
Korean and a Japanese having a discussion there, both international teammates for Singapore.
You don't really say that often.
Right. Ramsala. That's Costa. Torres finds Ramsala. That's well defended by Shah. Taufik into the back of Haris Harun. Taufik Suparno making his 20th appearance of the season. He's only had 2 starts.
Definite foul there. Telling the referee that maybe he didn't hear the whistle being blown.
Here's Shah. Against that longer ball that they've been looking for. Series of longer passes, either down the left or down the right. Obviously something intentional, something they've been told to do.
Yeah, definitely, but it's not working. Because it's something that they don't really have that way of playing. Because I don't think I've seen BG Tampines Rovers playing like this ever in the league.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, even against the Lion City Sailors in the matches, the 2 matches before this one, first 2 meetings of the season, they will still try and play their way, try and play through the opposition.
I mean, sometimes we are also quite critical of
Davis Ikoniaks getting his 2nd of the night. For DPMM 2, Hougang United 0. Good turn from Song. Puts an effort just wide.
Song here, receiving the ball from Maxim Lesti and turning. It was Nakamura. Big battle between those two this evening. 9 attempts against BG7.
That really says a lot. Just 3 on target in this whole match. 2 for the away side, 1 for the Sailors. It's Costa. Down the line for Ramsala. Again with Shah. Well, have a look at that from Shah Shahiran. Brilliant stuff.
Brilliant. Good timing, good reading of the situation. Good use of strength as well.
On a change here for the Lion City Sailors, it's going to be Hami Shaheen. And he will be replaced by Christopher Van Huysen.
Substitution for Lion City Sailors, number 16, Hami Shaheen, is replaced by number 22.
Well, it could be a situation where Brankovic wants more crosses coming in from deep. Of course, you have Shaul Anwar there, who is an absolutely good header of the ball.
It's a longer pass again. Easily read by Lionel Tan. Turned over by BG Tampines. Now the Hami Shaheen experiment hasn't quite worked out this evening.
Well, in the second half as well, how many times have you mentioned the name of Sia Kanuri? Like, it's been really quiet.
Because it just seems like PG Tampines are looking to try and find Glenn Quay with those longer passes because of the joy he was getting up against Hami Shaheen, so much so that it's become one-dimensional.
Yeah. I think right now is the perfect time to just vary it up, revert back to how you always play, see if it's bearing any result.
That's right. To Harris. Ramsala. This time around, he's got Taufik Suparno along with him. We must be glad to see that Shah Shahiran was a little bit further back. That's Van Huysen. Shawal. Difficult, really, for him to do much with that one. Here's Kunori. Found an opportunity to mention Seya Kunori. Play through the middle. He's got that chance to turn and carry. That's Quay. Zlatkovic.
If it's not Glenn, he goes to Taufik Suparno. We haven't had a lot of success there.
And here comes the experienced Faris Ramli, 8 goals, 6 assists this season. And he will be replacing Itsuki Inomoto, who hasn't had a very good outing.
Substitution for BG Tampines Rovers, number 9, Itsuki Inomoto, is replaced by number 30, Faris Ramli.
Nakamura. I think Faris Ramli goes straight up front.
What do you think is the reasoning behind this change from Gavin Lee?
I think a bit more composed head up front, a bit more experience, a bit more understanding of timing. And of course, when you have situations where you are bearing down on goal, you need something like Faris Ramli's caliber and also ability to just score those goals because of those experience. I think you lose the hard-working characteristic of Inomoto, but I think you get something else with Faris Ramli.
Yamashita. Again, that longer pass is what they've been looking for in the second half. Not quite coming off for BG Tampines just yet.
And also, I think with Faris, you can play the ball over the defense for him to make that run. He can receive up close as well. I think individually in 1v1, he's a much better player than Inomoto as well.
Come the Sailors, going to try and take advantage of that transition. Taufik. Held up by Costa and told to get up by the referee. There's Harris. Well done. Van Huysen. Lestien. Left by Ramzala. A Song. Costa, he'll be eager to try again at some point. First delivery was a poor one. That's right. Harris. Paresh. Ramzala. It's back to Paresh. Van Huysen. Well, there was a lot of patience in the build-up. But again, when it came to that final pass, the time to deliver that quality just wasn't there.
Really disappointing from Sailors here. Cross from Chris Van Huysen was not the quality needed. Oh, doesn't look good here for Glencoe.
Issue for Glencoe as well. Well, they're still in good voice. Yellow Knights of BG Tampines. Well, they've got potentially here. Arya Igami could come on for Glencoe. Yasir is another option.
Well, I think Yasir could be an option if he wants, or Gavin wants Faris to go back on the wings. If Yasir playing up front, or even Yasir playing as a number 10 and Sia Konodi playing up front as well, that could be a combination for them. Undisturbed, the bench of BG Tampines Rovers. Little smiles and a bit of a laugh during those discussions.
They just have to think about, if Glencoe is not able to continue, they just have to think about how they use this opportunity to make a substitution, because they've already made 2 substitutions now in Taufik and Faris coming on at 2 different occasions. So you can make 5 changes, but only at 3 different points of a match. So that makes it actually pretty interesting from a coach's perspective, because if he makes that change now, 1 for 1, because that's headed back to Iswan, then he's also got to consider what might happen down the line.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to definitely think about it, hold off that change as long as he can.
Or maybe go for a double change, take that opportunity.
Well, we have seen him making bold changes Glenn could be an option coming out, but is he going to take out Siakonori? That's something that I don't think he will.
Zlatkovic. It's Glenn Quay. Rankovic is not happy with what he's seeing from his side. Shah heads it out. Second ball. It's picked up by Forrest. Sailors regain possession. Here's Costa. Far side looking for Shawal. Fox goes down, clutching the back of his head.
Well, I don't think Sailors players are reacting to Rankovic's instructions. Again, you can see only Shawal inside the penalty box here. There's really no one for him to really hit the ball into.
Lestien has a header from right. Those are the two changes coming up for BG Tampines. Glenn Quay is one of those coming off. The other will be Irfan Najib, we're hearing. And Amirul Adli will come on to replace Irfan. Arya Igame on for Glenn Quay.
Well, unless Irfan Najib is out of gas. Not sure exactly why tactically there has been that change. I think he has dealt with Pat Ramzala quite well, and also Diego Costa.
%60 possession for the Land City Sailors. They've not been able to do that much with it. Zamirol.
We don't really have situations where BG is losing on possession as well. Don't really remember, can't really remember when was the last time that happened.
Costa. Well, BG Tampines have got a nice little break here. The next in action against Elberex in the Singapore Premier League on the 9th of March. City Sailors back in action on the 5th of March. They'll be travelling to Hiroshima to take on Sanfrecce, the first leg of their AFC Champions League 2 quarter-final. Big achievement for the Singapore club to be in that position. You look at the teams left in the competition. Top clubs from Asia. Sorry, Igame. Harris. Aggressive challenge, getting all of the ball. Nothing wrong, says the referee. As Perez went over it. Faris did the same. Here's Ramzala. Costa. Fired in to Lestien. Tough chance that.
Yeah, even off Maxime Lestien's quality, it was a difficult ball being played in. Zala creating that space, cutting in, playing it to Diogo Costa. I think he smashed it in. Diogo Costa. Pretty quiet as well, Maxime Lestien tonight. And a few shots in the first half.
Perez. Van Hezen now to Lestien. Driven into the box. That's come off the head of Dylan Fox.
He went up for a corner kick.
Song. Taufik just in front of his goalkeeper.
But that was supposed to be Shazon's ball. Confidently.
There's Ramsala. Right. Back to Ramsala. Through the legs. Clever from Ramsala. Struggling to clear here. Lionel Dunn! Oh, massive goal for the Lion City Sailors! And of all people to score it, it's a centre-back, Lionel Dunn. And that could be the goal that wins this for the Sailors to send them 9 points clear and on their way towards the SPL title.
Well, he finished it like a striker. Lionel Dunn, absolutely composed as well. Let's try to look at it again. The ball was being played here by Maxime Lestien. It was a really sharp ball. It wasn't defended well by Dylan James Fox. Using his left leg, or rather his left foot, to control it back into a position where he can take that shot more calmly as well. Lionel Dunn here showing an absolutely brilliant finish for a defender. And that's exactly what we needed as well for the game. A goal, maybe to open things up, and also for BG now to get things going.
His first of the season. The last time he scored in the Singapore Premier League was on the 31st of July, 2023. And a 5-2 win for the Lion City Sailors against Balestier. A late goal here for the Lion City Sailors. What kind of response will we get from the away side? Here's Taufik into the box. Taufik. Oh, got it through into Arya Igami. Just couldn't find a way past Izwan Mahmoud. We almost had a quick equalizer.
Arya Igami just needed that final touch. A good work here from Taufik Supano, getting ahead of Chris Van Huysen. Toe poked it in. Oh, wow. Could have been an instant reply.
Good strong defensive header away from Shawal. Picked up by Shah. Kunori lifted back in. Far too much on that. Now that goal from Lionel Dunn, by the way, the 75th goal in fixtures involving these two clubs. The Lion City Sailors, if it stays this way, make it 7 wins in a row. More importantly than all of that, it puts them in such a commanding position to go on and win the title. They'll be 9 clear. They'll still have that game in hand.
Yeah, I think right now they are in a comfortable position psychologically as well as they go into games. They know that there's lesser pressure on them. And I think they have approached the whole season that way as well. It's their title to lose now, Lion City Sailors.
There's Lakovic. Taufik does well to get away. Zlatkovic does well to protect possession. Kunori. There's Ramzala. And suddenly there's life in this game.
It should have been there since the first half. Especially for BG. They need the victory much more than the Sailors.
Kunori on to Kyuga Nakamura.
I think it's safe to say that all of BG players haven't really turned up for the game tonight.
Lestien. Costa. Ramzala. Opportunity for another, but look who's there, Shah Shahiran. Incredible work rate.
Offside.
Get on with it quickly. That's a good ball over the top for Taufik. He's in the area now. Was he taken down by Izwan? Referee is not interested, but that will be checked in the background. And here's Lestien. That space opening up now for both these sides. Ramzala. Tempo has picked up nicely in the closing stages.
It still feels that Sailors are really comfortable. They are not losing possession cheaply. They are not panicking. They are in absolute control as well.
Amir Ludley to Arya Igami. That's Shah. Ludley. Arya Igami. Just hasn't happened for Sia Kunori.
Yeah. Him and the whole of UEG.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, you could say that about almost everyone.
Passes are not the right one. Movement is a little slow, a bit off the pace.
Mashita sends it forward, but straight to Haris Harun. There's the counter from the home side.
Oh, wow.
Nicely done by Shawal. They really switched off there, PG Tampines. But have they been, at any point, have they been switched on?
Yeah, to be fair, no. They've been really poor tonight. Really, really poor, especially when they know what is at stake.
Here's Lestien. Still with Lestien. Good save from Shazwan.
He's just gliding, Maxime Lestien. Look at him here, just gliding forward, coming back to his left foot, just not by much. Knew exactly where he wanted to take that shot.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
Minimum of 5 minutes to be added on.
Substitution for Lion City Sailors, number 7, Shawal Anwar, is replaced by number 21, Abdul Razak.
Late change here. Shawal Anwar is off, and on comes Abdul Razak. Really taking their time with this. Tenth appearance of the season for Razak. There he is, looking to try and keep that in the corner for as long as he can. Bundled over. Actually looked like it should have been a throw into the Sailors, but it's gone the way of BG Tampines. Need all the help they can get here to try and get it forward. Well, there's a late goal over at Jalan Farhan Zulkifli from the penalty spot. Making things interesting. Putting one back for Hougang. New manager bounce for Hougang United could be coming to an end. Yes, Kunori.
It's quite sad to see BG putting out this kind of performance, especially in a big game like this. Everything is not happening here for them.
Gami. Get it back in. Ramzala, well, he tried to get an attack going. The pass was very nicely intercepted by Shah. Kunori with the cross. This one gets it away. That's a free kick to the Lion City Sailors.
I think he was fouled by James, could be. I didn't see anything. Nothing much into that challenge. Well, that's the champion's luck, maybe.
It actually looked like it was a collision between Izwan and Razak.
Yeah, exactly.
As Fox launched forward again. Faris. produce a bit of magic. Still with Faris. Oh. Flag has gone up for offside on Faris Ramli. Bit of confusion at the back from the Lion City Sailors, but they won't have to worry about that now. On the brink of their 18th win of the season, Lion City Sailors.
It wasn't a laboured win as well for Lion City Sailors this game. But the whole game itself feels really odd in terms of how both teams have performed.
Big shouts there as Costa puts a good challenge in. They're close now, the Lion City Sailors. First win of the season against BG Tampines, this will be. Sailors will have that 9-point lead. They've only dropped 12 points so far this season.
Still looking for that diagonal ball, BG Tampines, to no one as well.
There's Lestien. Just brings it out wide. Kill off that time. Taking away a few seconds. It's gone off for a throw-in. Might get himself booked there. Yep, there you go. A yellow card for Maxime Lestien. Don't think he'll really care too much about that at this point. They will know, the Sailors, how big of a win this is. First yellow card of the season, by the way, for Maxime Lestien.
I don't think he cares at all.
That's Razak. Okay, just brings it out into that corner. Well, that is it. Final whistle here at Bishan. The matchup that promised so much. We thought we were going to see some explosive action, but it's turned out to be a little bit of a damn squib. The Lion City Sailors won't care though, because they have picked up a huge win in the Singapore Premier League title race. A victory here, their first over BG Tampines this season. 7 Singapore Premier League wins in a row, but it's these 3 points against their closest challengers, BG Tampines, that sends them 9 clear at the top of the standings, and with the game in hand over BG Tampines.
I think mathematically it's still on, but psychologically it's over now for BG Tampines. I think both teams, especially Lion City Sailors, knows it as well. I don't think this was a pretty and a beautiful game to watch, but for Lion City Sailors, that's exactly what they wanted. 3 points in a clean sheet.
Lionel Tan scoring the winner. Lion City Sailors 1, BG Tampines Rovers 0 at Bishan. Let's have a look at the highlights then from this contest, beginning with this opportunity in the 36th minute. BG Tampines will look back at these 2 chances that we're about to see here. The first one from Joel Chu, defended well by Costa.
This is a chance that I think one of the easier ones for Joel Chu. He was smart enough to get back and pull away from Diego Costa, but he wasn't really enough in a situation where he can put the ball in the back of the net. The next one here, Nakamura just playing a fantastic ball to Inomoto. Fantastic save as well from Izwan. 2 chances in the space of a few minutes for BG here.
Well, just 1 minute actually between the chance for Chol Chu and then that one there for Atsuki Inomoto. Wasted opportunities for the away side to get the goal they desperately needed. Another opening here for the Sailors with Lestien's effort being headed away by Fox.
Well, this was one of the few the Sailors had in the first half, but Ramzala just poking it in, and James Fox doing the heroics to clear off the line.
That was just before half-time. Late on in the second half, not too much in the way of clear-cut opportunities until that point. Lionel Tan with his first goal of the season in the 82nd minute to give Sailors the goal that they were looking for.
What a classy finish here from Lionel Tan. Got the ball back onto his left foot, put it back to his right, and you don't really usually see like Sailors players celebrating a lot after scoring a goal, but this meant something to them. Let's look at this goal again. Wow, fantastic finish from a defender.
And then it was just about hanging on for the Lion City Sailors. BG Tampines, though, almost an immediate response. Arya Igami with this chance after some really good work from Taufik Suparno.
Taufik creating a huge amount of resistance here and trouble for Chris Van Huysen. Nutmegging was Bailey right. Arya Igami couldn't really direct it into goal.
And then a late chance here for Lestien, forcing a good save from Shazwan Buhari.
Lestien giving the last burst of effort, coming back to his left foot. Shazwan up to the task.
Well, look at some of these stats. Really, 13 attempts from the Lion City Sailors, 7 for BG Tampines, but just the 5 in total on target.
Yeah, it's been really poor right in front of goal for both sides. For me, especially for BG Tampines.
Well, this one finishes 1-0 to the Lion City Sailors here at Bishan. Let's go over to Jalan Besar for this contest between Brunei DPMM and Hougang United. And it was DPMM, big stroke of luck, opening the scoring through Davis Ekoniaks in the 21st minute to make it 1-0. And it would make it 2-0 in the 60th minute after this handball from Enrique. Referee, no hesitation, pointing straight to the spot.
Well, that was quite obvious. Handball from Enrique here. Yep, his hand was totally out there.
And Koniaks stepping up to send this pass. Zaiful Nizam to extend the lead for DPMM. Hougang United had Zulfami Arifin sent off in the 40th minute for an elbow to the face of Gabriel Gama. On-field review. The referee producing the red card straight away. And there was an opportunity here for Hougang. A nudge in the back. It was eventually given Farhan Zulkifli taking on that responsibility to put the penalty away after that foul from Naziruddin Ismail. And DPMM also losing players. Disciplinary issues in that one, in that contest. Back at Bishan, here's a look at the standings then and what it means. Lion City Sailors in a wonderful position to go on and seal up that Singapore Premier League title. 9 points clear of BG Tampines, 18 wins this season. The Sailors up to 57 points and they still have that game in hand. So more football coming away on match week 27. We have Albrechts Negata Singapore up against Balestier Khalsa at Jurong East Stadium tomorrow. Geylang International will be up against Tanjung Pagar United at Jalan Besar. Both matches kicking off at 7:45 p.m. Get down to the grounds and watch live football if you can. Otherwise, we will have you covered on our broadcast. Leave you with these pictures here at Bishan Stadium as the Lion City Sailors come away with a massive win against their title rivals BG Tampines Rovers. Finishes here, Sailors 1, Rovers 0.